Happy New Year, 2025. Who remembers Y2K? That was that was in the year going into 2000. Oh my gosh, 25 years ago. And I want to welcome everybody who is on Zoom, and we have some beautiful light workers that are here, okay, at the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light. And this is going to be our first anchoring light for 2025. And a couple of things I wanted to share. We always do a little chat before we actually start our meditation, because that's how it started. It's like as you start to talk, and it's the energy that comes in, and I just figure it's all of our Amishadai, the family of light. They're all here. They just don't have the body wraps like we do, but they're here also. And just kind of, we just continued that thing to have a chat, and get the energy going before. Good. I'm glad that you made it, Ildigo. So, I know what it was. I need to get the, I need to get the announcements. Yes. Yes, because I definitely, I know, right? So, I'm going to do the announcements when more people come on, so that way I don't have to repeat it. But I want to first again say Happy New Year to everybody, and I trust everybody had a beautiful holiday season. And it is the season of light, through all traditions. It all kind of converges to this particular time of the year. And I know we had some amazing events. We had a beautiful, and you could get the other two ones in the front. Get that, and you'll see some new ones in the front. Thank you. We had the Christmas Eve event, which was beautiful. And you can see, I don't know if you can still see the ribbons that were on the tree. And this is our remembrance tree that we take this time of year to remember our loved ones on the other side of the veil. God bless you. And that was a beautiful service. And we also had the Sunday before, Reverend Ildigo did an amazing, beautiful, beautiful service. People still talking about that. And we also had thank you. And we also had thank you. And we also had our New Year's Day mantra that we've been doing for so many years since the beginning with Dr. Raj. Unfortunately, Dr. Raj, he was in India. He came back and he wasn't feeling well and he couldn't make it. But we always do Lakshmi and Ganesh. And that was very beautiful. A lot of new people came in for that. So it has really, really been a fantastic holiday season. So now we're here for 2025. And one of the things I wanted to share was a little experience that I had on the way coming back. So at first we thought that we were going to drive. Myself and my son went over to buy my brother, and he and his family live in an outskirts in Atlanta. And what was wonderful about being there, I was in the world of a 5-year-old and 10-year-old, So I was there on the ground and watching cartoons and playing all the new stuff that they had. I loved that world. I didn't want to get out of the world and really just hanging out at home, didn't want to necessarily go anywhere, just really do it. So that was such a great vibe. On the way coming back was my son and I went, Zan and I went, and our original intention from years back is that we were going to drive because my brother worked in the airlines for Delta for many years. And you get these, what is called buddy passes. But the kind of buddy pass we get, you could not get on you may not be able to get on that plane. So we've always just said, let's go ahead and drive. But this time I was like, no, I'd rather not drive. I'd really rather not. And something just said, go ahead and just check and see if there happen to be any seats available. Lo and behold, there was. He said, wow, this is amazing. Actually, it's all filled up on the way coming here. But leaving here and going there, he says there's a lot of seats. So it was perfect. Everything worked well. It with ease and grace got on. And in fact, one of the great things that happened when I was waiting, because you have to wait to the last zone you get called in, this guy was standing. He says, if you guys want to go ahead, just go ahead. So we got settled right away. Everything worked out great. On the way coming back, we're going to take a plane again. It all works out great. There's some seats. But because we were thinking of taking the plane, I got these humongous gifts, like these very beautiful gifts. Okay. My son gave me a beautiful, it was very heavy and very big. And it was a fountain. And my brother gave me a globe. It's a beautiful globe of the Buddha with the gold sparkles. I put that on Facebook. How do you carry this, okay, that it's not going to get broken? That was the thing. So anyway, what we said is that we'll pack it, wrap it, put it into special bags. My brother really took the effort to wrap this globe, right? Because it was just so amazing. And then we did also the fountain and so forth. Was the globe, that's the glass, that's most important. So I'm going to carry it on, okay? So when we go through security, they pull it on the side, not thinking there's water in a globe. So it was really something to see after all that effort of wrapping it, somebody, security undoing the entire thing, right? All that loving care and wrapping it. And of course, the lady she saw was a Globus Beauty. She says, but you can't take it on board. You know, you could keep it here. Meanwhile, we have to catch a plane, right? So I said, I'm not leaving it. I'm not leaving that globe. So she said, you're going to have to go back through security, check it in, da, 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 da. So when I said, okay, that's what we got to do. So meanwhile, I just prayed, to the angels. And I said, please guard this. Okay, please make everything flow. Just didn't get upset. And that's the key thing is that when you have these challenges, right? Like, oh no, what do you? No, it just said it made sense. Okay, all right. So anyway, I got myself together. My son came with me. We went to the checkout. Now listen to this. We went to check it in. And I told them the story, da da da. So we have to go back to security. Now, security, as you know, Atlanta Airport. But as it turns out, I was the first to they said, no, don't go there. Go to another security hub that was just opening. It was just opening. We had to go down the escalator, follow these signs, like, where are we going? But when we got to this hub of where they did the security, another one, I was the first one. I was able to go and get it done, go through, and we caught our plane.
Wow. Wow.
So this is when, and I wanted to say, we bring in, and I've been doing this, I'm going to recommend it for everybody else, that I want my higher self or the higher parts of us, okay? That neutral observer that stays connected. You take charge. How do you do that? By maintaining your balance, not allowing anything to really rattle your cage. And it's almost like everything was done in such a way where we got there in time. And I said, boy, it would be nice to have one of those seats, the ones that are where the emergency exit is, because you can extend your feet. That's what we got. Thank you.
For money.
Thank you. I'm going to talk about that now. So I want to share now with everybody, before we get started, some amazing, wonderful 2025 events that are coming on. Okay, so first of all, I did write an article. I'll ask everybody, if you haven't seen the article I wrote, it's on the Cosmic Center Facebook page, it's on my personal page, and it's on our Cosmic Center Spiritual Light website. You'll see it on the blogs, but and it's also written on the table. So I would encourage everybody, if you feel so moved, do read the article, because it was a download that I got. And it was like, write this article. So I did. So that's fair for everybody. Also, what came in, as you know, from last year, myself and Reverend Nancy were doing the prosperity consciousness and all of that. What came in this particular time was like, that is good, and to keep that momentum. However, we are now in an ascension process, accelerating. We all feel it. We all feel the energy, right? And if you read it, what it says is that we can now do a transformational frequency. In other words, not just do it, it's great, and then it goes down, but to maintain it. So it's not just going to be the visualization or affirmations, which are very important and good to do, but it's bringing in the higher frequencies in to maintain. And we do that. One of the tools that we use are the names of God. Now, what is amazing of this, I had no intention of doing anything, and all of a sudden, no, you need to do this. I'm like, okay. And then I said, well, what would be the name of God to use to hold this frequency? Of course, I open up, a book you can't even get anymore, and there it has the name and explains exactly what it is you're looking for. I mean, that stuff. It's all, and you can't even get excited about this anymore because this is the new normal.
Yeah.
You put forth the intention and it comes, right? Everybody's experiencing the same thing. So I'd like to invite everybody, if you feel so moved, it's going to be this coming Friday, which is January the 10th at 7 p.m. It's called New Year Transformational Frequency Workshop. It says Barbara Sharon will teach you how to tap into the higher parts of yourself with affirmations, visioning, meditation, and using the powerful names of God to tap and stay in the frequencies that is now easier to do with the Ascension process accelerating. So that information will be there. If you go on our website, you'll see that. It is $33 to attend. And then the other thing I'm very excited about, we talked about it last year. We've been doing privately the names of God because, of course, that's very powerful. And it's important to be discerning with that because power is power, could be used for good or not for good. But these powerful names, and what do you say? Well, what's the names of God? What's that? Well, these are mantras or frequencies, sounds. We are powerful co-creators. So, like open sesame, for example, abracadabra. Okay, Moses said these frequencies is able to recapitulate actually, energies and vibrations in this room, for example. So the names of God is now open to the public for those who feel resonant to do this. It says an invitation now open to the public to participate in this very powerful work that we do with the spiritual hierarchy. We are aware of who we're working with, all right, for the ascension of this sacred planet and all that she is connected to. We have access to use this powerful spiritual tool for ourselves, our loved ones, and for the planet and all her life. We align with the highest sacred sounds or frequencies, vibrations to uplift and connect with the celestial realms of light. So that's going to be held every second Thursday at 7 p.m. for those who feel called for that, which is this coming Thursday. So Thursday we have that, and also too we have once a month. Remember we have Reverend Nancy, and she does the spirit messages. That will be once a month now, and that's going to be on the third Wednesday of the month. And we also have on Fridays Reverend Eldergo, and she is known as a guardian. That's her specialty. So any kind of hocus pocus, like I don't know what's going on, she would be the lady to speak to. She takes care of all of that. And I'm excited to say that Dixon Violin is coming back to the Cosmic Center. Those of you who may know Dixon Violin, just Google him. He has this violin. He's a professional musician with the orchestra. He had a whole spiritual experience and he plays this violin. It just takes you into another level. And he talks about, God and who we are. It's just amazing. So Dixon Violin is going to be on Sunday, the 26th. So go on our website, check out. He's having two events, two on one day. One day, two different ones. Yeah, I think one is at 6 or one. I don't remember what it is. Okay, thank you so much. So just go into our website, take a look at our calendar of events. Thank you, Catherine, and we will see that. Okay, so we are now going to get started with our blessing, first of all, and if everybody could take a deep breath. And let's just center. We'll wait for Catherine to come back. Wonderful to see everybody here. And if anybody is new for the very first time, I think everybody is here who I'm seeing. If you're here for the very first time, please let us know. And we want to welcome two beautiful light workers that are here too. And your names are? Okay. Judy and? Helena. Okay, Judy and Helena, thank you for coming and sharing your light. How the anchoring light has been taking place every Monday without fail since July 16, 2007 is going into its 18th year without missing a beat every single Monday. So We consciously do work with the ascended realms of light. We're very clear as to what we're aligned with. And as the ascended masters always say, thank you for showing up. We are very, very clear that we are doing service to the ascension of the sacred planet and way beyond that too. But guess how blessed we are, okay, to do this work. We are blessed beyond measure. So let's start with our blessing. Blessed are they who seek the light, for light shall be given in greater measure. Blessed are they who give of the energy of light, for they shall know the increase. Blessed are the children of light upon the earth, for theirs is the reward of the redemption. For the children of light are given the work of lifting the planet out of its state of darkness through the increase of their own vibratory rate as it emanates from their being into the ethers. As ye are lifted, you will draw unto the self that one who seeks. The child of light is thereby the servant of the Most High, El Elyon. Amen, 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 and amen. And I want to do the blessing, the priestly blessing. May Yod-He Vod-He bless you and guard you. May Yod-He Vod-He make his face shine unto you and be gracious unto you. May Yod-He Vod-He lift his face unto you and assign you peace. Amen, 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 and amen. And now I'm going to pass this pictograph around. As many of you know, we had Dr. J.J. Hurtak here, his wife, Dr. Desiree Hurtak, and Alan Steinfeld. This is the great work of the Keys of Enoch. If you're not familiar with that, just look at the Keys of Enoch. You'll understand how profound this is and the teaching and so forth. And this is a pictograph that's coming from this. It's called The Coming of the New Worlds. We all here know that we are interdimensional beings, and that veil is really thinning now. And, many of us we know that we're in the world, but we're not of it. And many of us are in fifth dimensional living, even as though we are here on the physical three-dimensional experience as well. So I just want everybody to take a look at this. You say, I'm not sure what that means. It doesn't matter. There goes the divine eye that always looks after you. And many of the colors and how you see these geometries, higher parts of yourself knows exactly what it is, and it is a blessing. So I'll pass this to everybody. Also, what I'm going to pass around, this is wonderful for the new year, okay, is the essential oil of purification. And it is from Young Living. So for those of you that are participating through Zoom, just put forth the intention. You want to have the same frequency that everybody here is going to take a dab of that and put it around. As we will continue our prayers, Ezrium Paltiata Yod-He Vod-He, Ezrium Paltiata Yod-He Vod-He, Ezrium Paltiata Yod-He Vod-He. I behold the healing nature of the divine radiating through me and activating my heart chakra. I behold all the beings who surround me with love and offer me their spiritual support. I reject those not of the divine host who want only to control me or have me control others. Once I have surpassed this temptation, I can see clearly enough to behold the all-penetrating divine eye, which continually watches over me. Whether it be from the divine host or directly from the powers of renewal and transformation with the Supreme One, I see in this vision how the divine is guiding me and directing my every action. I lack nothing because you have helped me, and I am no longer alone. Amen, 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 and amen. And now we are going to say our regular prayers. Why do we do this each and every time? Because we're crystal bubbling clear as to what we are aligned with. The Ein Sof, or the limitless light, and El Elyon, God of God, King of Kings, Queen of Queens, the highest, and the source itself. So let me share my screen now, and then we'll get started.